Welcome to Open for Business, the Gallatin Valley's only local business and consumer talk show featuring Tom Eaglehoff, the Man Entrepreneur Magazine radio called the leading authority in the United States for doing business in small town. Here he is, speaker, author, small business consultant, and Mrs. Eaglehoff's favorite son, Tom Eaglehoff.
All right, welcome everyone. Open for Business. We air every Saturday live from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mountain Time on AM 1450 KMMS in Bozeman, 1340 KPRK in Livingston, Montana. If you'd like to be a part of the big broadcast, go to KMMSAM.com and click Listen Live. The call-in number during the show, 406-522-TALK, 406-522-8255. I'm here, you're here. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's get back to Open for Business on News Radio AM 1450 KMMS Bozeman. Lines are open at 522-TALK. That's 522-8255. Here he is. He's big, he's bad, and he's open for business. Tom Eaglehoff.
24 minutes for the top of the hour. It is Saturday, August 19, 2017. And 76 degrees outside, and I want to welcome you to the podcast portion of Open for Business. Each week I share some tips and tricks I've learned over the years about advertising, marketing, promotion, and building strong, successful businesses. And if you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. And while you're here, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll never miss another weekly podcast. You also found a link to my podcast on my website that 3,000 people visit each and every day at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. In today's topic, I want to talk about how to start a business when you're broke. Well, each day, millions of great business ideas are never started because the person with a great idea thinks they have no money. Now, this is flawed thinking. It's not that you have no money. Is the fact that you don't know you have something of value to people who do have money. Now, I'm not talking about angel investors or venture capitalists. I'm talking about sources of money that are available to anyone with a good idea. So how good is your idea? Was the hula hoop or pet rock a good idea? Would you have sunk a bundle into either one? I'm just pointing out that explaining your idea and how it's going to be popular might not be as easy as it sounds. So your first job is to find out if you actually have a feasible business idea. Will it sell enough to pay all your expenses and still produce a living income? The next thing to realize is how money is made. If you're an employee, then you have a job that makes you money. If you're a business owner and doing most of the work yourself, you've just bought a job. But if you have a business where you're free to create, then you actually have a business that might work. And if you're a creative graphic designer, for example, you can't find customers while you're designing, and you can't design if you're out drumming up business. So before the customers come rolling in, you need a startup capital to get the business off the ground before the checks start pouring in. Now, what are some sources of income? Well, since you're broke, your first assignment is to find some creative ways of getting others to finance your venture, using little or none of your own money. These are not the only ways, but some of the more popular ways of raising funds. The first one, crowdfunding. In 2013, the crowdfunding industry grew to over $5.1 billion. Now, crowdfunding consists of an idea person, that would be you, plus individuals who believe in and support your idea, and a platform to bring these entities together. So how does crowdfunding work? Well, usually the platform for the idea is presented on social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, something like that. And the idea is to request people interested in investing or working on the idea to contact someone to learn more about it. You're not going to be able to sell your idea over social media alone. You're going to have to sit down with interested parties and give them details. Now, will they steal your idea? Well, I'll cover that in a few minutes. Another way is share equity. Many of those who first worked for Facebook were promised stock in lieu of monetary payment. Many became overnight millionaires when the business took off. If you have a really good idea, sometimes you can trade for the expertise you need by offering future benefits. You also need to alert the media. When I wrote my first small-town business book, the local newspaper put me on the cover of their business publication. Let media know what you're doing and your idea for the future of your startup company. Being in print adds credibility to your idea and attracts interest. Tell them what the idea is, not how to do it. More on that in a minute. Get free advice. There are many sources of confidential free advice to help you with your business plan and to obtain financing for your great idea. Do an online search for small business development centers. They're prepaid with your tax dollars and can give you fundraising and business loan advice. Also see score.org for business mentors and free confidential business plan assistance. Now, as I mentioned earlier, what if they steal my idea? Keep in mind that legally you can't protect an idea. I can't protect the idea of a rocket to the moon, but I can protect the design of the rocket. I can't protect a brown, fizzy, sugary drink, but I can protect the formula for Coke. But Pepsi and 7-Up might have similar ideas. So spend a couple bucks on an intellectual property or patent attorney and get a non-compete and confidentiality agreement. Easy for me to say. Get a non-compete and confidentiality agreement that says if they steal your idea, you're going to have a nice payday. Make sure you copyright any business names, logos, designs, formulas, and work notes before you share them with anybody. Mark Zuckerberg had to pay the Winklevoss twins millions of dollars for taking their idea for a Facebook-like website and adapting it to the current Facebook. The courts thought their original copyrighted idea was just too close to his. So the more you study your idea and discover costs and methods for success, the more your dreams will come alive. This makes it easier to construct your business plan and present your idea and why it will succeed if you're applying for a loan or presenting the idea to an investor. If it works on paper, then it should work in the real world if you've done your homework. I know a business owner who was turned down by 11 banks before the 12th said yes to his idea. Every time he got a no, he tweaked his business plan just a little more, filled in some holes here and there. He was determined to make his dream a reality. Never let the thought of being broke sway you from your future. If you do, you'll always look back and wonder, what if? What if that business owner I just mentioned stopped with the 8th bank? If you don't live your dream, someone else will live it for you. And that's the podcast. If you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you'll also find a link to my podcast on my website. That's 3,000 people visit each day at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. So tune in each Saturday, and let's build successful businesses together.